Welcome to the Bradlink Podcast, your home for expert wedding planning advice. Today we're talking all about food trucks at weddings, and we have some tips for you, especially because we have a food truck owner here. Hi, Sean.
Hello.
He owns the Gelato Brothers. They've got a food truck that they can bring to your event. And so I want you to tell us a little bit about your food truck and what you all offer, and then we can get into some tips.
That sounds good. So we're a European-style dessert and coffee truck. So we basically bring the experience being in a cafe in Europe, having a little coffee and gelato for your dessert or prior to your meal.
Awesome. It's something that guests absolutely love, and I also think that it's kind of unexpected.
People that haven't had it don't know how unique and different it is until they try it.
Well, getting into our tips for having a food truck at a wedding, not every venue is a great venue for food trucks.
Things to consider are your venue, proper hookups for the trailers. Some of the trucks have power through their generators, others need to be plugged in. We're good because we know we've got a very high-end generator.
Yeah, I made a food truck turn their generator off once, and they were kind of mad at me, but I was like, listen, we're here for the wedding ceremony.
Exactly.
Above all else.
The other thing that's nice about us is because we don't have a lot of power needs, we can run many times off of just a standard 15 or 20 amp plug. We have the ability because we run on fairly low power, which is great.
Next question I was going to ask you is how do you create an experience for the guests when you're bringing your food truck?
I believe that experiences are gained in taste. It can be found in texture. Then there's the visual part. Our presentation of our product is very specific. Finally, one of the big things for us is music. The idea is not only are you in line getting your dessert or your coffee, but you're getting this great sensory, taste, color, sound. And lastly, I'll mention lighting. You know, our trailer is super bright. When you walk up, we don't want to feel like a dingy truck. We want to feel like a nice, bright, clean truck. And by putting LED lights underneath the truck and then on all four sides, the truck shines bright.
Mm-hmm. And then even something that's not, it doesn't have to do with experience as much, but I like that you use your own eggs to make some of your products.
Exactly.
So it's
That's
kind of
great.
a local, local.
Yeah, it's farm to table. And what we do is we collect our eggs from our chickens on our family farm, Cedar Pond Farms. We also make our own homemade vanilla. As much as we can, we do either scratch baking and or do farm to table with our eggs. And there are some trucks that do farm to table beef. You know, if that's what you're into, the nice thing about food trucks is you can kind of get a really specialty thing like ours that you're not going to find somewhere else.
I had another bride where her theme was just food trucks in general. It's just food trucks. There's like 5 of them coming.
People love that. There's something unique about having this nice wild variety of all different choices that they don't otherwise.
Oh, that's true, because if you have multiple food trucks, there's multiple lines for food.
That's right.
So it's moving really quickly.
That's right.
What are your concerns about speed if you're going to have 1 or 2 food trucks?
We've served 150 people in 30, 45 minutes, and 300 people we've done in an hour, hour and 15 minutes. So we have to really prep and make sure our gelato is soft enough and gelato is served warm. We really are very, very fast. Our serving times run 2 every minute. So, you know, you can do the math on that. It's really, really quick. Now, food trucks that are more your mainline foods, you have to think about cook time. That is a consideration. When you've got 2 trucks, you can move pretty quickly. I recommend you go out and sample the truck in action at a busy event. It's great to do a sampling, which we do a lot, but it's also good to see one run quickly. Can they execute well? Just because you're a food truck doesn't mean you run fast for weddings.
Right, because it's a limited amount of time. It's not like all day at the farmer's market.
That's right.
Or something. Do you think a food truck can be elegant?
I do. Food trucks run the gamut, especially here in the Knoxville area. We've got, I think, 144 mobile food unit licenses. You've got some that are very nice wrapped truck with limited amount of logos and labeling. Then you've got other trucks that have loud, bright colors. You want to consider that as far as a backdrop. A lot of people love our truck because we've got all this fancy lighting on the outside and we've got the little gelato logo and the little scoops on a cone, and they do selfies with it. You got to remember that your guests are probably going to do selfie station out of your food truck. We have these little metal signs that are #Gelato Brothers. They actually can rip those off of Velcro on the front of the trailer, turn around, do a selfie with the truck in the back. We give them kind of a prop, basically, they can use. So elegant, yes, but you've really got to see that truck in respect to what you're doing. Another idea is just positioning it. You may want to, if the truck doesn't look appropriate to your wedding, just have them around the corner so that they're not part of your photos.
Yeah.
And if they're a more attractive truck that you do want that look, put them in the main line as people come in so they can get excited about, oh my gosh, I can't wait to try that gelato.
So if people were interested in just trying gelato or having the Gelato Brothers at their event, where can they find you?
Google search us. Obviously, gelatobrothers.com is our website. We also encourage people to send us a text. If they fill out a form online, that gets us kind of into the business system that we use. And we're a little unique in the fact that when we send out our list of available options, we can bring cafe seating around the trailer. So again, it goes back to that experience. They've got the music. We even bring an Italian scooter. It's a Vespa. It's our Gelato Brothers branded Vespa. And so you can rent that as a prop for selfies, etc. We can even do our baked waffles on site. Because we do coffee on the truck, the most famous thing that we do is called the Brogato. It's a double shot pour over espresso on top of the gelato. It's a really fantastic wow product that people absolutely love at their weddings.
That's awesome. So if you are interested in trying a Brogato,
Yes.
you can try it with the Gelato Brothers. They do have a couple of locations locally if you just want to stop in and try it. And then for more expert wedding planning advice, you can always follow us at the Broadland.